And it's talking about worship Allah alone without any partners, and be good to your parents. Treat your parents, your relatives with the best treatment. You have to. It's in Islam. But I wanted to read this one particular one to you that I have marked. This is in Surah Isra, chapter 17, and it's verse 23. And your Lord, Allah, has decreed that you make no partners with Him. Worship Him alone. And that you be good to your parents, and if one or both of them get old in your life, don't you even say oof. Don't you even say oof. You know, like when you get tired with something, you go, oh, like this. Don't even say that while you're taking care of them. And don't shout at them, and don't talk to them in terms except the most honorable. Look at this. Where are we getting this from? This is Quran. Don't even say oof. Now, in my country, you know what happens when you get old? Your children put you in a house called old folks' home, you know? They leave you in a retirement center. They don't even come and see you, except they'll go see their mother on Mother's Day and go see their father on Father's Day. That's it. Maybe on Christmas they send them a card. That's it. For us, we must take care of them in our house with us until they die and give them the best. And you know what? Allah blessed me. I came to Islam. And I learned this. And then my father, he came to Islam. Alhamdulillah. When my father got older and older and older. And you know what happened? He lived with us, and we were giving him this good treatment, and he was constantly losing his memory until he couldn't remember his name. He couldn't remember the name of my children. He couldn't remember where he was. He didn't remember anything except my name. He would always remember my name. And when he would see me, he would say, oh, you came to see me. He didn't even know he's in my house. So when I walk in the door, oh, you came to see me. And if I went out of the room, I get something, I came back, he would say, oh, you came to see me. Every time, it would say that. And we bought him a special chair that he could rock and enjoy this chair. And then one night, I was working at the computer in the living room, and I heard arguing in my kitchen. Arguing and fighting. What's going on in this kitchen? What are you doing in here? So I started to go to the kitchen. I'm going to shout at my daughters, because I have 2 girls, and you know how it is. They're saying, it's your turn to wash the dishes. It's your turn. I washed them last night. I washed them 2 nights in a row, so it's your turn. Yes it is, no it's not. And then I'm getting a headache. I'm going to go in there, I'm going to say, you girls. And then just as I got to the door of the kitchen, I stopped. And I heard the chair rock, 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 rock. I looked at my father. And I remembered when I was a kid, I used to do the same thing with my sisters. It's your turn to wash the dishes. No, it's not, it's your turn. You know, the same thing. And I looked at my father, and he was sitting there smiling. And I started laughing. And I went to my father, and I kissed him on the forehead. I never do this, but I did it. I kissed my father on the forehead. I said, Daddy, I love you. He said, oh, well, I love you too. And I went and I sat down. I let the girls work it out. And after a while, it got quiet. I just kept working. And then the door to the kitchen opened up. And when the door opened up, my daughter, she came out of the kitchen and walked right to me. She bent over and kissed me right on the head, right there. She said, Daddy, I love you. The same words I said to my father. I was shocked. I said, well, I love you too. The same words he said to me. And she left. And I was sitting there thinking, that is amazing. Allah made her do what I did. I started to type again. Then when the other one finished the dishes, she came out. And she walked the same exact path as though it was rehearsed. Came right up to me, leaned down, and she kissed me the same place. And we never do this in our house. We never did this. She kissed me in the same place, and she said, Daddy, I love you. And I started crying. I started crying because I knew this was from Allah, a sign from Allah, to show us that how you treat your parents, Allah, He's going to give you children just like that. Alhamdulillah. What a beautiful subject you brought up, Fatima. Thank you for reminding me about it.